works for OpenView, and they just launched this amazing guide, research and a study on product-led growth. And there's so much in this study, to be honest. We do our state of growth once a year, and we are also bringing some of the results of this report on the conference. It's part of the agenda. We're closing the first day with that. But on your study, you go deeper into SaaS businesses, right?
Yes.
So I want to learn more about what are these benchmarks that you are bringing for the masterclass, and what do the masterclass attendees can take from that?
Yeah, so at OpenView, we love benchmarks. So we've been doing our SaaS benchmarks for years now, which tend to be more financial metrics. But this year I decided, we talk a lot about product metrics and KPIs, and what do those look like at other companies, especially early on in their stage and their growth, where they may not have financial metrics yet. So we asked a lot of the questions that you guys are going to talk about today, such as do you have an activation metric? What percentage of your folks get to activation? Those kinds of questions that are very modern and folks are asking, especially when they have a freemium product. But I think what was most fascinating was really following that thread of how someone enters the product, or how the majority of your folks get to the product, and then how you engage with them and how you retain them, and how those impact your sort of end of the line financial metrics and your growth rates and those sorts of things. So in this talk, I'll be specifically talking about churn and retention, and how that ties back to acquisition. And I found some really interesting things from the 150 or so companies that we surveyed based on how they're actually acquiring those customers and what that customer tends to do later on in their life cycle with the product.